for all the jokes that we've been having at the desk as well.
Right, full sense on defense, Zeta on attack.
Sitting around just waiting for utility. You're
3
shutting
sheriffs.
things down immediately, and then you're off mobile and able to work around positions as well, which is what Primy's doing right now. At a moment's notice, he can switch on the interceptor, which
EP up the top, intercept to stop B hits.
And he's still able to have his gun out and shoot. So it's very different from Deadlock. It's kind of nice, kind of neat. Also a little bit of mobility with the crosscut as well, which is where he's positioned for right now, and has one available up towards the top of A. But otherwise, smokes up. Zeta's intentions revealed.
Good delay. They stop a lot with that.
Full sense immediately wall up and turtle up a little bit onto the B side as well, which does weaken up A, and that's where Zeta shift their weight to.
Yeah, they have a nice cam out.
Keep an eye on Cruz for this one. This is good from him. At the 1 minute mark, he puts the wall up. Min maxes everything. This is kind of what you want to do. There was who's the team I was flaming with their wall usage, where they were like walling off contact instead of slowing off contact. Like it should be this stuff. If you're gonna layer it, it should be slows then walls. But if you're doing this and there's not like no one here to break it, then you should wall and then slows. Envy? It wasn't Envy. Someone else was using the Sage like wrong.
Full sense already on
The
top.
RRQ.
I'm going to be late to this A side if this walk from Zeta continues.
Someone was getting wrecked. I can't remember who it was.
Get past the wall first, and really, it is just Cruz that is here to hold on to the side. He's got a classic in hand.
No, it has to be. It was EMEA because it was Na'Vi. That's it, bro. It was Na'Vi.
A
Nice.
wise choice here from him to just play for the retake. Knows that his chances are pretty limited of getting
Gambit? Yeah, you're right. It was Gambit. I was talking about 2021 Gambit. 5 years later.
A lot of territory and Full Sense all filtering through from the exact same position. It's going to be a massive brawl here. Zeta have the crossfire, and Full Sense have walked straight into it. Zeta making it look a little bit too easy until Primi arrives. He gets himself that double, that timer ticking away, but not too quickly just yet. He has to get the job done alone, and now aware that he's in an awkward spot.
I don't recommend a 5-person retake from spawn,
pistol goes their way.
but it made it kind of doable because Primi hit some shots.
Too safe for my liking on the side of Full Sense. They knew where the rotations were coming through. Of course, with the wall revealing everything, but they were so tentative with how there could have been a player to slip
How did they ever
past
think that was going to work?
play spoiler around different corners. And because of that, no one was close enough to support Cruz in any potential fast flood or angle to hold. And that's why they turtled up so much to the point where Zeta has extra space, played around.
Okay, full
top
eco
of
again.
Link instead.
Chat, am I right in saying that it's 3-0 in the pistols?
But okay, we start things off with an interceptor immediately.
Or did Full Sense? No, they did win. They did win that pistol, right?
Still though, Zeta, with all the guns that they do have, are just marching.
You gonna watch EMEA after? Yeah, for sure.
The Altdoor being picked up as well.
This is a 2-0 though. We'll take a break.
Like they're trying to play the long game. Having lost the pistol as well. Smoked off, incentivized to peek and check. Zeta recognizing there was an interceptor up over by B main as well. We'll take their time with things. But eventually committing to a singular spot. All
watching Sen 100 Thieves? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Eventually put their foot into the B side.
But at the same time,
here comes the drone.
Paper X Team Secret game the next day isn't like insane. But 100 Thieves is also just gonna win, and it's just like the game doesn't mean anything. Other than maybe, I guess, 100 Thieves winning groups, but they're going to win groups anyway.
So Full Sense, of course, going to have a little bit of a look in here, but this really feels like more of a formality than anything else.
Right? Yeah, I hope eventually you come in with paint shells.
But then the team, you could argue back that the Team Secret Paper X game doesn't matter either.
No more paint shells.
No more paint shells.
Which is also true.
Not that I think it really would have made much of a difference, frankly. Full Sense are just trying to stall at the back of site here and see what they can do, but the reality is this is always going to be around for Zeta, and I think the conversation at this point probably does have to turn to, what is Full Sense going to do in this upcoming round?
I'm not even sure. I mean, it's all down to...
Oh, the hell was that?
Pretty nicely, actually, for
Full
Sense.
Just a bit. But yeah, for the upcoming round, right, it's you want Cruz to be in a position where he can potentially slow down, what the Neon can do against him. Otherwise, it will then be Primi. Get some information.
Secret is playing with their coach as well.
Otherwise, you
that's not great.
The crosscut and get yourself in the positions all across the map. He does have one set up onto the top of mid for now, which is a position where we've seen Zeta exploit before. So a little bit concerned.
It's a great fast buy. Or a bonus. Can't really call it a bonus when it looks like this.
Jit boys peeking into B main. They know where the hits
Government
coming.
flashed a shot down. They didn't get too much from it.
But it's not deep enough. Absol gets past.
Should we be keeping an eye on the veto stuff?
A orb contest
The
gone.
trip. Is the trip so far
And
back
we're
that it
back
can't get spammed
to
from bottom and middle because of the stairs?
The mid rounding.
Or can you just spam that? You can just spam that, I think.
Drone only spots
it's
out
it's invisible at least.
Not
So.
enough to see.
I'm just trying to think if you had a demo on it, is this just getting wrecked?
Rotating back over, but that's why you have this trio to peek. And then the counter drone on the other side too.
Pressure over towards A.
Almost
Omen
comical in
takes
how
the
both
line.
sides are playing
Says
very
no one's
similar
following this drone, it's
approaches.
fake. They get ready for a B hit, but actually, I mean, no, it is a B hit.
Now they, as you say, have started to rotate those extra players across. XTLL with the wall.
Is he going to go for it?
So it's the Great Wall. There's two of them.
They might change their call with seeing this defense wall here.
Chinese.
Big
But
Joe.
What? Wait.
Well, Premi's gone down early on in the piece. There's a little lurk in here from Sugar Zero as well. Full sense. They're getting a bit bamboozled. Sugar Zero gets away with way too much.
God, they absolutely wrecked
Bonus
them.
round at this
The
point
calling
was
here is
assuredly
really
gonna
nice
be
from
going the way
Zeta.
of Zeta.
They wanted to do this little split after they felt like they pushed back over towards A.
Not happening.
And then they saw
This
the
is
wall
so
and then
odd,
changed
like,
it.
Why wall off your opponent's wall? You're not keeping them contained. Surely Cruz knows there's that little ledge or stairs where Zeta are able to hop up. Look at this.
Yeah, they kind of just owned it by going
the wall
over. But
did nothing. What? And then for all the positions that Full Sense were playing, they just get caught by Sugar Zero, who cuts him off of rotation.
yeah, if we're
This
going to
was
rate the
barely
defense
even
wall, it is a...
any resistance against
probably is a
Zeta's
0
bonus
out of
round,
10.
And now they're 3-0. Why? Okay. I don't know what to say, Dark.
All right, well, luckily you don't have to say too much because in this round we get to listen in. We'll see how Full Sense try to recover things here against Zeta.
จะเจอไซเฟอร์นะเว้ยไซเฟอร์มาร์กแดงเนี่ย
ไซเฟอร์ติดแท็บ
เขาอยู่เอแล้ว
ไม่มีแท็บนี่เลย
ล่าสุดมันอยู่ตรงมาร์กแดงกล้องไซเฟอร์อยู่ที่เบรกกล้อง
พวกเราวากิว
โซว่าเพื่อน
เจอสามตัว
ตกมา
เศษนีออนโซว่า
ตามไปไปเบียร์เอาเสียงหน่อย
ไซเฟอร์มันเดินค่อยๆเดินอยู่
เงียบอยู่
Just so much contact and immediately multiple corpses litter the floor. Easy trades. They are confirming presence though, at least. But Full Sense will not be able to compete much for any of this space. They just don't have the numbers nor the weaponry. They're just kind of rolling over at this point. Frost is like vibrating in his seat, by the way.
Things are getting a bit awkward.
I mean, that
that's for
first
sure.
buy round, that first buy round was
Do
absolutely
have the
devastating. I
first
can get
map
why
in
he's
your back
angry.
pocket, so I guess there's the backup plan of going to Haven if necessary, but you're not peeking into Sunset to go down 0-4.
In this one as well, they've hardly done any
So you're
damage.
wondering, okay, at what point do I
Their
need to
money's
have some
incredible.
kind of input into this? I think you would give Full Sense the next gun round, see if they can put it together there. But if you eventually do go down 5-0, then at that point you're going to need to have to
Very,
call
very
that
nice.
timeout. It's not been
Go away
bizarre.
from
Full Sense have
Sova.
wanted to their
Oh,
map pick, that is for sure.
clean, man. It's
They've
clean.
only really had one gun round, so
They prioritized
really
the
draw from it at this
veto
point, not too
all on
much.
the fence. I can't really
Yeah.
picture why.
But okay, so here's the thing.
Maybe they got
I don't
something.
claim to know everything, right? But what we do know is this. From what we saw in the very first week while Full Sense played against Nongshim, like this was not
Anonymous
truly
gifter, thank you
the
so much.
style. This was not
Anon,
the
I appreciate the
form
gifted
even.
sub. Thank you for that.
But right now they're looking a little bit lost on their own map.
So they want to change it up. They want to go fast on this one.
4-0 is not the way that they would have wanted to start, but at least
Ooh,
now
that
the
was
operator in the hands of Jit Boys.
Very
back.
out in the open jiggle, man.
be able to slow things down as well with those paint shells, so gets back out to safety.
Well, there gives you
That's what I'm
fast
saying, I
strat.
don't think you can read too much into it just yet. 4-0, sure, not a great start, but give them a couple of gun
There's
rounds
no
to
way they
get
go
the ball
back, get
rolling.
this
Jit
orb
Boys
and
is gonna
res.
look for more,
Oh,
and he
definitely
does.
not. Res for next
Easy
round.
strike for the one. Of course, 4 players on the other side of that peak will in that he's a dead man, but you know, information
Nice
and the
shots.
kills, and now Kahlua chiming in as well. Much better looking round for Full Sense this time. Sugar Zero walking into a 3-player setup. It doesn't even require that. Primi will get it done.
Just clean as always. Had the
I wonder what
evolution popped
percentage
as
of
well,
messages
but
I see and refuse to
a little bit
acknowledge. Oh, I
unnecessary.
definitely ignored the
Either way,
last
though,
one that you wrote. I know that much.
incredibly well held by Jit Boys, as well as Cruz, who
The mods were never going to let that one through.
does pick up his res now. I think he was trying to get crossover really quick. But these rounds are afforded for now because Zeta have been just grouping
You
up
let
a
that
little
one
bit more
through?
one-dimensional, similar to
Holy.
what we saw in Split. No lurkers or anything, and Cruz just
Guys are
had
getting loose around
having
here.
his time around B main. Now he's going to be challenged.
Might see something a little more proactive on this defense. We've got Showstopper built up, of course, by Jit Boys.
Oh.
Those have been typically the rounds where he's been getting a little more aggressive, though, with the AWP in hand, maybe incentivized to play it a little bit slower. Cruz drops an early slow orb. He's holding the wall, ready to go if he hears any steps here.
Yeah,
Ball
Longwood as
passing.
well.
Just gonna push.
Okay, it's a good cancel right
Zeta
now.
back away. That's
Are they
good mental
cancelling?
cycling from Full Sense.
What is this?
Cutting some of that time off the clock from Zeta.
A little bit as well.
They
like
still
didn't
got
put anyone
this.
towards tiles, so
What?
more than likely no one towards A. Now it's just Primi stationed over.
You don't need to
Kurt.
drone middle against
Jiggle
this
back and
comp.
forth. Confirming now also with the drone that Zeta is indeed trying to rotate across.
Lose middle
And
in
then more
reaction wall
util
here.
being
Why
milked
does this
as
feel like
well.
this has
Sage
another gap in the
set up
wall?
outside of B main.
Does this have another gap
So
here
this is
that
going
you
to
can
go
walk
down
out?
to the
Bro,
timer.
these walls just insanely
There's no way
questionable.
about it, Jordan. Like,
Can
this
jump
is
over
down
this
to
wall.
20
Pretty sure this one has a
seconds before
gap.
they even get close to a site.
It's gonna be
Managed to
close,
find out
man.
that site,
Let's see.
more or less.
Okay.
I can't imagine this is going to go very well for Zeta.
Ah,
but
okay, we're not gonna
said
see.
that before, and they managed to pull some off. Cruz really nicely timed slow orb.
Good delay.
Zeta in all sorts of trouble. There's going to be the Hunter's Fury to try and catch Cruz, and it does work out. But still, Zeta needs some more
What?
entries than what they've got right now. Absol is in a dangerous place. Oh,
Gun
the
barrel.
gun barrel. It blocked Kahlua. He couldn't see him, and Kahlua doubles down as a result. Spike did at least get planted. But you think for Zeta, this is going to be all she
Now what?
wrote for at least this round, and Full Sense can start to build their campaign on this defensive side. Retake
Yeah,
successful.
The
Shota
gun
is
model wrecked him on
off
this
to the
one.
races to just try and hold on to his gun.
2 convincing rounds in a row from Full Sense. They're back.
Right.
Roth will be given the defuse.
Get that from the shadows sooner rather than later. But very neatly put together. Okay. I mean, that's one of those things. You can rot the clock and really force your opponents to play around your utility a lot. But apart from that, it also forces your opponents to feel the pressure of the timer a little bit. And that's some instances where Zeta might start to feel incentivized to cut some corners, rush into a site. And that's where you start to see things like, the gun barrel being exposed.
Should stabilize.
You're
Got
just
great
forced
ults
to
now.
try to sit down and get the plant just
Got a
so that you
Sova
don't
ult
have
out
to
of them as well.
fear the timer anymore. So it's a bit of a mental game between both sides, not just in terms of macro as well. But Zeta now exploring mid.
Yeah, a lot more mid control early on here for Zeta. Drones going forward to clear things out as well. Wow, Cruz once again pretty proactive.
But there's
with these
5
slow
middle.
ults.
What's
Seems to be
Zeta
getting them
doing
in the
now?
right places.
What is this Fnatic
That is
2025 default where they go 5
lucky for
middle?
Sugar Zero to be alive, to be frank.
True that. But look at
Where
that.
are they
Zephyr
meant
up
to
the
go?
Smoke as well, just completely blocks off Zeta's path. So now they're thinking about market. If not, they just have to wait for that smoke to dissipate. Maybe then they get to push in the A side, but Full Sense already in position.
A little bit more of a split defense though for Full Sense this time around. You've got a lot of potential isolated duels here that could go against them. Absol's making a bit of noise, feeling a little bit under pressure there. He gets that fast lane up, the relay bolt out. He can't actually get back out.
That actually worked out alright.
So he's
Actually
gonna be a
worked out
factor
pretty
later on
well.
in the round on that flank. 1-for-1 thus far on the entry. Primi in the perfect position to shut down Shota on the entry and then easily deals with Eco as well. Full Sense are now definitely finding their feet on this defense. Sugar Zero
The coach will
has
call the
no
timeout
chance
after this one though.
but to try to get that plant
That's
down early
madness.
here and see if he can.
They get fortunate that no one reacts well. Well, not that they don't react well, but the reaction to losing middle is
It was a
walling.
bad start, but they didn't panic and now they're underway.
Yeah, definitely.
They're definitely
a
calling
little
a
bit odd
timeout
start,
though.
But this is much
They have no
more
options. Like when they do this here and there's a 5 middle, they are complete guessing.
because everything goes
They're
according
out
to
of, like,
plan.
they are not in
They
control. They
note
got no idea.
the attempt at a mid to
You're just guessing, you gotta hope.
A play coming up from Zeta, especially the wall blocking off B. And then immediately Sephiroth comes in with a smoke. At the same time, Primi just gets that crosscut to position around Cruz on the B site. And there's just
Yeah, and
multiple
I don't think
layers
we'll be
of
seeing 5
defense
mid
and
anymore.
slows again. So Zeta once more starting to feel that pressure now. Do they, I mean, yeah, like you have to look at what the options are for this team. Like they could start to come in with their own set plays and rush in somewhere with Absol. That all comes down to what the conversation is, you know, with the old team right here. XQQ and Ryota. It's always been slow for the majority of these rounds for now.
Yeah, but
The calling here, yeah, it's questionable.
Zeta in the first map, they did
It's
have
questionable.
some nice pace adaptations. There was a couple of rounds where they did actually go quite quickly. You know, they obviously show a lot of that slower pace, and that's kind of what you're expecting as Full Sense, and then, you know, a fast pop comes through and it catches you off guard. So something that is in the wheelhouse for Zeta. Still haven't really seen it on this map yet, but this would be one of those rounds to do it.
You would imagine in the timeout they probably spoke a little bit about pushing this line off back as well, because they didn't do any pressure over towards Ace. There could have been one just holding us the whole time. That on top of the fact that we had 5 here. Full Sense want to go aggro on this one? I like this from them. Attack timeout, they talk about all the things they need to fix, and then we go 3 heavy over towards middle. Primi's just bailed on his teams now.
As well as they've gone for a bit more of a proactive defense in middle. Res onto Absol, so it was a 2-4-1. Now ends up being back to a 4-on-4. Mid control somewhat established here for Zeta. A bold line for G-Boys to be playing.
Oh, what is that?
Killua just dead to the spam
That's
from Sugar Zero.
incredible. He's made no sound, this guy's made no sound. Oh,
Anyway,
nice shot.
and still punishing Showstopper.
Oh, what a
he brought it
TP.
out. He got out.
Res comes back in.
Yeah, but they can take a lot of space while this is going on.
Very nice from Sugar Zero, but you're right. It's still a favorable exchange for Full Sense.
Full zero.
Sugar Zero.
Either way, though, Zeta gets to race on over onto the A side, get the spike in. Full Sense will take their time to clear out some of these positions a bit.
Primi there going to show some presence. This cross is not going to be an easy one for Zeta. They've got lots of angles to check, but Full Sense actually not too keen.
These were the kind of rounds Full Sense were losing earlier. And last week.
Angle for Absol. He's going to go for a swing with that overdrive. Drone is pushing its way forward as well, but now he's spotted a few out. He'll just wall them off. Full Sense being very tentative about this retake at the
Drop of the
moment.
gun so Jib-Boys can send it. Whoa, on your head.
Oh my god! He can finally block the slow orb.
Yeah, goes bouncing back away. It gives Absol a little bit more room to actually work on this corner, and that could be pretty imperative as he does swing on through, and it seems like they had no idea that that was possible. Absol out of nowhere
How's he allowed to do
Full
that?
Sense. And I don't know if that's maybe them just not recognizing that
Impressive,
slow orb
man.
didn't connect where it should have.
Yeah, that is legit all down to him just volleying the slow orb, no?
Completely negated the possibility that he was going to swing that.
I agree. I mean, you look at how it happens. There were a few seconds before they even went for that peek against Absol. And in all that
No,
time,
it's so late. It's
slow orb's
after it's gone.
already. And by the time they went onto the peak, like, they just neglected to think that Absol was still in the corner.
I mean, they're so bad in
Either
man
way,
advantages.
Fantastic job by Absol, because this is now a complete 180 from what his score was back over on Split.
That's what you need. Oh, that's really nice, though. The 1-2 punch. It's Sephiroth and Cruz that combine for a little bit of tech on the map.
And no res this time around, so you're immediately off
Good
to the
start.
back foot.
And it's a multi-purpose
Drone
wall
outside
as
of
well.
E-main as well, and Full
Block it
Sense
off
have
here so you
all
can
the
kind of just hold
information
one
they need.
if they want to leave it.
Well, Zeta,
This is nice. There's been a lot of
Take
middle as
control
well, so Primi
instead.
goes to a strong angle.
he's up here waiting for this smoke to fade. Be aware that there's some opponents
3
close
here.
by. Oh, but he gets baited out by the peak on the left.
I
and
mean,
then
it
the
was
swing
it
on the
was
right,
good
and that's
timing
the
and then
end of
going through
Primi.
the smoke.
So
He got absolutely
back to
owned on this one.
4-on-4 very
Spikes
quickly by
late over
G-Boys,
towards
and
middle
a
though.
Crucial kill has dropped the spike.
They found my wire.
Swing coming potentially from Shota. That
Oh.
boom bot is a bang.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Shota! Oh, my
Oh,
he's actually
wow.
salvaged it. Can you believe it? It was so bad, and then it was so good.
No, he has the B side. Oh, you're
guys
kidding
have just
me.
lost
You
it.
got to be kidding me.
God, they found my.
No one's over towards B
sometimes you need
main.
the
They
ban
go
to
spawn, but they
appreciate
don't
the
plant for spawn. It's still super winnable for the two.
Madness.
Well, probably not now.
Is in behind Sephiroth.
Maybe?
And you'd imagine that'll be a freebie.
Jesus, mate, what's going on,
It's not been
bruh?
the cleanest in the mechanics department here from Zeta this round, but job is being done. Shota might be a dead man. Swings coming through from Absol. You'd think that should be a trade. Now Cruz
Yeah, and they didn't
actually might
plant
be
for
able to get something done
themselves.
here as Sephiroth wants to sit that defuse. Cruz for the trade. Time's running out though, and you'd think Cruz just has to sit this defuse, and well, surely Sugar Zero is going to be in there to cancel it. 6 on the board now for Zeta. Full sense they were working their way back into the map, but now it seems like they've lost control of it again.
I don't know if my tears are from crying, or I mean from like laughing, or from crying from pain. I just... This... we need a reaction cam. And at the same
That's
time,
insane that he gets both
there
here.
was still a little bit of time, I think.
The Boombot went onto this guy as well, right? Or did it get hit by someone at top mid, I guess?
Zeta,
Oh my god.
they're having fun with it, and that's all good.
I guess someone at top mid got hit by
Yeah,
it.
they're up to 6.
Maybe they
so
baited it.
this continues forward,
But I
full
thought it
sense,
hit him
I don't
once,
think
and
their
then he
economy's gonna look
ran
too
back
good
and it was
soon.
fine, but maybe I'm wrong. Because it definitely locked onto someone
More
for a little
defensive
amount of
for
time, but I
now.
guess it was top middle.
Cruz gives himself a corner to work around.
Last lane's up. Jit Boy's already inside of it, so Sugar Zero, as he tries to port forward, is an easy kill. A double for Jit Boys. but
Not
they have
again, man.
lost that mid part of the map. So a potential pivot back on offer here for Zeta. That's going to put Primi under a bit of pressure over towards A.
Shota once again lurking as well. Primi,
Well, I like the fast push out from Full Sense. They're pretty
Yes.
aware at this point that there's nothing happening B. So
Good off
Primi,
angle.
he's able to get himself forward on and off angle.
Well.
Doesn't win the duel though. A side's cracked open.
Oh, it's a
Everything
strong
going the way of
pause.
Zeta
They're
at the
all
moment.
running.
and now it's Shota.
This time, he will not miss those opening two. Clean as a whistle.
He's just getting
Puts it into the 1-on-2.
back-to-back
Jit Boys,
multi kills.
again, has
Mate,
to be
look at what
the guy
Absol's
to put in the
doing.
work for
He's
Full
round.
Sense, and it really does
He
feel
heard
like a
them
lot has
here.
been
The
resting on
comms
his
came in,
shoulders
and
this
he's round the
season.
world at it.
But this might be a little bit of a stretch too far.
I
I mean,
guess.
look at the post plan.
a good
How are you
plan.
going to find these two players?
He's
no
here so
idea.
fast.
He's
That
got to tap.
Absol-
He has got to tap now.
But he is going to think that maybe
Otherwise
they
it's
could have
gonna be
timed
too
him, I
late.
guess.
He needs to find a way to draw out one of these peaks, and you know, obviously he's doing what he can to try to clear the site, but I think he's just timed himself
Damn, that's
out
huge.
of the round. Zeta get to 7, and despite a good start to
7?
it, another one will fall by the wayside for Full Sense on their map pick.
That's the lead. For everything, they started out well. And Primi, who typically would be so good on these angles, whiffs. Shota gets it instead. And what on earth are we watching right now? It's just so weird. But it works out well for Zeta. I just, like,
There
is
it is.
pressure? Are they overthinking things? We have no idea what's going on, but it's all up to the teams. Zeta's just having a good time.
Yeah, a bit of a head massage there for Cruz. Sitting
Both
in
the
middle
mats
for
have been
Full
so
Sense,
weird. It's
and you can imagine why this has not gone to plan.
what's the nicest way to say this?
Perhaps copying a bit of a
The tier
spray.
2 teams that are
Team, of
watching that
course,
have
for
to
a
play
bit of
play-ins
loss, but
are probably
I don't know,
hoping
man,
to play either of these teams.
some of these rounds have been
That's
very
probably the
winnable,
easiest
but
way to
some of
say
them
it.
have just been
There's been
kinda
so
nothing
much
rounds
crazy
for
stuff
Full
going
Sense,
on.
and
Yeah.
Zeta are getting away with a lot, it feels.
Like if you're one of the tier 2 teams that's qualified, you're like, damn, I really want, I'm ready now.
Yeah.
You're only gonna get confidence from watching
Just
this.
not living up to expectations.
It's all over the place.
I mean, round 5 was still one of those rounds that worked out
They look
very nicely
beatable. Yeah, they
according
look
to Full
super
Sense's
beatable,
plan,
both of them.
All the little setups that they had and all the slows and delays. But more of these rounds now, it's just you're whiffing shots. You're letting your opponents run circles around you, playing in positions which you should kind of be aware of at least. And then down to clutch situations where it's just too much to do at that point. So Zeta feeling less pressure now. They're just able to do what they tend to do. Look at that. Showed a fake step.
Great
baits out
timing on
utility.
that.
He does cop a shot though. So now it's 5v4.
Instant reaction take a lot of space, but they didn't see. I mean, I don't think he saw that much at all. They don't really know.
At the halftime break, then, you know, that's still going to be playable. Of course, Zeta are going to filter their way in onto that side. They'll be able to get a fast plant down here.
Whoa.
Even picking up Cruz with a bit of a wallbang through the box. The grenade goes a little bit more towards default. Not going to be a problem for Zeta in this instance, but Primi perhaps will be. His shot's not quite online. Let's pop the ulti.
Man advantage again.
Well with the Sheriff, but Full Sense
Full util though. They should be able to time some kind of omen flash of a recon. Oh yeah, crazy. Why guys? You got full util.
The hero for that round gets a lot done with the Guardian.
Well.
And Full Sense go to 4. A little bit more of a thrifty round out from them, and now again they're back in with a sniff for this half.
It still does feel like it comes down to the wire, though, doesn't it? Oh.
Wanted to take the timing of the veto.
What works out incredibly nicely this
I mean,
time around.
maybe, but they didn't even proper swing together.
The smoke comes back up, and being able to block off elbow or Halls just meant that you're forcing Sugar Zero's hand into peeking out into the open. And Killa, thankfully, is able to land these shots where just noting Zeta's positioning.
It should be good for 8.
They didn't have the best economy.
Definitely got to keep an eye on Cruz. If Cruz can get an orb, or he can get a kill, he gets a res.
Primi onto the op, and his evolution was spent as well. Not seeing too much on the map.
They love middle.
Mostly just middle, which has been quite a bit of a pain point for Full Sense.
All goes up. Chip Boys
oh, that was
here.
sick.
Almost
Wait.
on for 2 with that showstop. I guess the second anyway.
How's the Sage even alive there?
Job well done on his behalf, as it usually is for Full Sense.
Very nice.
Has caught
Dude, they love middle, man. It looks so weird. This was a cool plan, though. But Full Sense is a great plan. A lot of mid play over towards, well, top mid, I guess, with the Sage one.
Eco not having a great time of trying to salvage that spike. Shota eventually does pick it back on up, but Full Sense are aware that both these players are in mid. Primi doesn't want to go down here. Bold peek from him. Maybe not too wise to stick around that long. Shota.
Yeah, I realizes they have a res.
Well, he might be able to deny a res if he pushes in and catches them, but ring around the rosy in the end. Timing here for Shota.
Oh, it's a good idea. The issue is the 7 bullets.
Well, this could be crazy from Shota. They haven't heard him. They don't know. The barrel. Cruz is in a dead man.
Damn, bro. He played it so well. He played it so well.
8-4. Zeta win another.
8.
He knew what they were going for.
8 on attack against double senti.
And you are absolutely right, Jordan.
He played that so well. Someone commented about the Sage res, and then he just realizes he has to make a play. He can't run to side, do it. Can't win the 1v3, really.
Boys was in position, anticipated the mid play, had the showstopper ripped, but down to this 1v2. And Shona pulls off the unimaginable. Unbelievable.
Going crazy out there.
All it takes is 1 pixel on the barrel to be exposed, and he lands every subsequent shot. As Full Sense, you have to be kicking yourself in that one, but you can't dwell on it too much. There's still a whole remaining half to go off of.
I'm not really liking Full Sense's chances. They are just giving away too many of these rounds. Look, giving away is probably a stretch. I think you do have to give a lot of credit to Zeta for being able to do what they've done, but it does feel like Zeta is giving themselves
the veto.
a lot of
I mean, the
chances,
veto didn't
and Full
do
Sense
much.
Really
the trip sometimes over towards mid or side on A gave them a little bit of info, but it didn't give them too much. It feels so weird, does it not? Like with this, if you had that comp on defense, would you not just be trying to Sage slow, but then you're just doing your trip in the middle over towards A so that you can leave A so you don't have to have one there? Like, why are they not doing anything good with the veto? No one uses the trip. The fact that the trip can like be thrown, man, they could do some stuff. They could do some cool stuff. If they're like throwing it here, could throw it deep. They just use it like a normal trip. Just play a chamber. Like if you're gonna do this stuff, play a chamber. You can just put it in the corner, either corner, you're fine.
So, still taking some time maybe to adapt to this new style. That's a possibility, but you don't have that much time. You don't really have that luxury necessarily when, you know, in a couple of weeks' time we're going into play-ins, which is what it kind of looks like. Full sense
great info.
towards. Anyway, that aside, Zeta on this pistol, if they win,
Omen Flash might be insane.
map win as well. Chip Boys down early. That is a huge scalp to grab, and all of Zeta able to filter away from that
Did
fight.
the neon stun, mate. Neon stun was perfect.
With the player advantage, but Full Sense probably also pretty happy with the map control that they've got. They spotted a lot of players there.
Yeah, immediately getting the spike down at the very
Wall
least.
goes
from
out.
Trips.
They still got a camera that they should probably
are
just check, like,
leaving some
as they get a
players
little
lurking
close,
behind,
so they can make the most out of it.
which would hope affords them a
Very
couple
hard for
more
them still.
kills,
Like, the
especially
whole
coming
map's a
on the
question mark.
Bandit. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Wow.
No!
It's
I mean,
what though, like,
It just goes in line
these
with the whole
moments are
game
cropping
so
up.
far.
Probably a little bit too often for Full Sense, for my liking.
Yeah! I don't know.
Well, it's
It's a great stage slow, though.
slow orb out from
Got
Cruz.
another one. Gonna delay them a lot.
Might still be winnable here for
A
Full
lot,
Sense
a lot.
in the 3-on-5. Another slow orb goes through. Big double kill from Brimmy, and it's not just the double. He was
Ah,
almost
it's
on for the
unlucky,
4K.
man.
He's
It
done
would've
a
been
lot of
so
damage to
sick.
Sugar Zero. Killua
Might have won it,
has
though.
a sheriff. All it takes is one
Look at the
tap
HP.
into both of these players. Eco holds it down though, as Killua swings to try
4-0
and deal
on
with
the
the diffuser.
pistols,
He
man.
needed to
They
find
cannot
Sugar
win a
Zero
pistol.
first, and Zeta still take the pistol. Primmy almost pulls off the heroics, but Full Sense at this point, this map is done.
You just can't, dude. Incredible shots for sure, but you could tell like something's up mentally as well.
Nice shot.
If you're getting overwhelmed by the number of targets, the spike getting defused. Uh-oh, they're doing it again. And at the same time, like what you're saying as well, it's a lot of these.
Oh,
like,
Eco.
1v1
Even though they
scenarios
got the
Full Sense
plant.
anticipate. They know what these positions are going to be, but they're just
Should they
for
be
some
forcing this?
reason not connecting, not getting these duels.
Gonna be hard.
And it's really costing them a lot of crucial rounds. Pistol
Omen
rounds.
Flash again. It's
Now
gonna be
you're
incredible.
just flooding in full blind.
Yep, that might be the world's best paranoia.
Yeah, his Omen Flash is so good.
Bring up what was the graphic that we had today on the pre-show? Is missing Full Sense posters.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll write this round off. Sure, it's pistol. You do what you can. The next round in question, if they can't find that one, it feels like this map for sure would be done. Primmy onto an op. Glass
Okay,
cannon.
big buy rounds.
If you have
This will be one of their
information, please contact
what?
VCT Pacific.
It'll be one of their
Cruz,
best
Primmy,
strats
Killua,
you would
Chip Boys.
imagine.
Looking
Attack
for stage 1
op.
runner-ups, Full Sense. That's what it said on the graphic.
Bruh, just play a chamber.
In run-up
Surely.
form now, but okay. Full squad just scaling ups out of A. Look at Shota, by the way. He's just already clearing out B main.
Well, Primmy looking to clear out A. Back on the op, which is where he did a lot of his work last stage.
Freebie.
And that is exactly why he is pixel perfect.
Oh, it's a
He goes
great
down,
little
but
play though.
Absol
That's a
goes
cool
one
little
better,
trap play, man.
finds
Fair
the
play. That's
double.
nice.
Equalizing
Making
it
the
back
most
with
of the
slide for
of
that,
the
but
neon
round's
as well.
still very much
The
hanging
passing
in the balance
jiggling
here.
isn't the neon also, so
Late lurk
you're making
coming
sure
through
it's
this
safe.
flank
Even if they do
Shota.
get this, you get some kind of reply.
It's only got a sheriff in hand, but there's 2 players on this side. This is well set
Good
up.
little
set up
bait.
if Full
One
Sense
of you
commit
swing,
to
one of you
A.
hide.
That's some
All
decent
that nade.
damage. XDLL though could be on for the double, can't quite hold it down. And there is a res in there as well to make matters worse for Shota.
Make
So
it that op out the map if you can, maybe.
maybe Full Sense will be okay here. But it is a hard stopper every single round at the moment. Shota has a Vandal. Now he's been spotted out as well, so building himself a wall of cages to just see if he can get some space out towards this site. That's going to be tough. Drone will spot him
The
eventually
drone
as
over
well.
the
Now
top.
he's surely a dead man. The
Whoa,
swing will come
nice
through. No heroics
They did
this time
great
from Shota,
damage
and
though.
Full
Got
Sense
the
get
res
to
out of them
5.
as well.
5-10
No one wanted to go pick up the op
here.
as well, so
That's an uphill battle for sure for Full Sense.
It's not a simple task. But as long as they believe, you know, it's still possible. Either way, Heroics this time brought to you by Cruz instead of Shota. Although the flake was nearly...
did the heal actually matter? It did matter, right?
But yeah, Cruz being able to find all the necessary trades and kills as soon as his teammates fell. Primmy getting the opening shot as well. but
22? I
that
think I saw him on
is
70.
Indeed, the op lost now. Full Sense starting off a little bit slow with some B main presence, but let's listen in to Zeta and see what they can react
Shock
with.
goes too deep. It doesn't break the trip. They've owned them with this trip. It's the Shock's for the good trip.
大丈夫空いてないよ熱い逆に空いてるこれ空いてるけど帰ってこれない彼らたまに欲しいビメイツやってもいいよ
What in the grim wall is this?
これオペだよオペがコンタクト見てほしいこれいただけ入るスモークないわだわ
They've owned them. Surely they've owned them.
Nothing doing from either
Dude,
side,
the
just a
bait
bunch
of having the
trades.
wall here, so they spam the wall but don't go
Drone
close,
comes out
don't hear your
clear,
trip
though, and
after
that
it not
should be
getting
enough
hit by the shock
information.
dart is really cool.
Sugar Zero getting into position.
And then he
but all
changes
he's
his
got
trip
is
to
just
something
the
deeper,
smokes that
and then they can heavy
are
rotate.
already spent.
Because he's going to get earlier
Has to pivot
info.
quickly for information, has Absol for support.
Comes Full Sense towards A. Absol on the line.
Ah, he had to get that.
Pushed
Sugar
off by
Zero's
Jim
in trouble,
Boys,
mum.
Who's keen to continue to take some space, satcheling forward. No one's really cleared out Sugar Zero yet, which will be of a concern for Full Sense. They know they're going to have to try and collapse in on his position, and does get spotted
Very
out.
nice.
Easy kill for Sephiroth in the end. It's coming together a little bit more so here for Full Sense. Maybe they can get this done on their attack. It's, I would argue, maybe looking at a little better than the defense thus far.
It's a shame. The Zeta stuff was pretty cool.
Definitely a little bit more clean this time around.
This little play that they did with the
Baiting out
wall to bait out the trip
utility,
was nice. Maybe they should have leaned
getting
heavier over
rotations
towards A.
over, especially
Like as
when
soon as
Zeta
the
are playing a
wall was
bit
here, they
more
could lean heavier.
passive in this
Especially
sense
once
as
the wall
well.
breaks
Early
and they didn't go break the
utility
trip.
already
If you
set up by
prioritize back
Sugar
at
Zero
sight, you
meant
know the
that he
trip's
had
going
no
to kill
other
one.
choice, so not too bad. It's another round put up. But I do wonder if Zeta will bring in some adaptations of their own. Economy, yeah, maybe not the best. But perhaps a bit more proactiveness could allow for them to set up flanks like what we saw with Shota attempting that in some of those previous rounds.
Who on Paper X would you replace for Primi? Mate, he can't speak English. None of them.
Definitely screwing their heads back on though, and that's what's been sorely needed for Full Sense.
Yeah.
Gonna bring
So
in a
take it
guy
one
that
round
doesn't
at a time.
understand
You know, you
anything
can't
that's
get,
been said.
Stuck in the big picture. 4 rounds deficit is still a pretty monumental task, but if you just go, look, we'll just take it 1 round at a time, keep winning. Eventually you get there and then it's equalized and then the pressure goes right back onto Zeta, who do have their backs against the wall in the series overall, having lost on split. So bit of a save round here from Zeta. They've got a couple of rifles out, so they can definitely work something. But by rights, it should be another round for Full Sense.
Just a bit of mid-presence. And at the same time as well for Zeta. I mean, not that it's entirely possible given how competitive their group is going to be, but every single win is going to mean so much. If they can actually bypass play-ins and go straight to playoffs,
Where are the guns right now?
could
The
help.
guns are on the right side. All goes down over towards A at the 1 minute mark again, so they get full info. 4 can stay strong here. Camera for early info. 2 guns
and
here.
Shota both over towards the site that's going to be hit, so you've got to get past a couple of rifles, and Absol
God.
already able to strike, doesn't quite get the
Imagine
double.
Primi doesn't
trading
get
that
that.
one back out, but there's still some players
Lunatic.
on this side to get past. Shota being the important one, and he's found himself a double. He just continues to deliver today for Zeta. Eco low. They're just trying to be a distraction at the moment. XDLL's picked up a gun. Sephiroth's position is
Good
noted by
wide
the neural
swing on
theft,
this.
and
Oh my god, they
Zeta
played so well on
claim
this.
the round, just like I said.
It's good sage
They were
wall at 1
gonna
minute
be
as
a
well.
factor
Mid
there,
sure the
those
stack could
rifles.
stay
Full
strong.
Sense walked right into them, and 11-6 will be the score.
Dude, how did you get a double
Walked
back
right
of sight here?
into
That
them
was
is
pretty
right.
insane. This one?
For all the protocols and approaches that they did have, leaving 2 players on a deep insert outside of market doors, the 3 pushing into
Wait, was there
sight.
not another kill after that?
It's the way that they clear it, and it just wasn't enough.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of neglecting that someone might have been hiding around the corners of market. Cruz goes down first. Primi gets a wild TP and manages to find some
Set
trades,
strat
but
with
then
the razor.
Shota
Oh,
comes back in with that double
poor
as well.
guy.
You just can't afford to be going down.
You got a
like
sage
this,
res
but
though, so
that's
surely
what we
he plays
have,
to
and
leave
now,
sight.
Just a full set play with
Bet
a
you gotta leave sight.
showstopper entry into A site. Zeta just
Whoa.
vacate everything.
Well, Jip Boys goes hunting, gets
He's
himself one.
completely owned them. How has he TP'd out of that? It's a good trade. They got Sova ult to stop the plan. If they want it, we got a fast run down flank. So he could cage the trip, but he's not going to hear it until like now.
Fury trying to
Yeah,
tap
cage
away
of the
at
trip.
full sense.
Looking like Seth has had
Really
this.
achieve a whole lot. Showtop getting into position. His timing not looking too bad. Cruz just wasn't on the line in time. Does eventually trade it out, but couldn't keep Sephiroth alive. He will revive him instead, and that will be
Little too
bait
slow on
for
that.
Absol, who goes swinging in for another kill for himself. Overdrive is popped. Full Sense have the numbers now. Sugar Zero and Absol need to conjure a little bit more magic. Player ducked in on the site as well.
Mate,
They're not
Cruz did
expecting
nuts this round.
Kahlua should have a freebie. A nice double
Managed
up
to at
from
least
Full
trade
Sense.
his
They get
res as
themselves
well.
Another round. Gap closes back to 4. But when you've only got 2 rounds
I'm looking
to
at
play
that money
with
for
here as
Zeta.
Full
That's
Sense,
that
then
eco.
4
And
feels
like a
like
pretty much a
pretty big
full one.
difference.
It's
Two people can maybe get some.
Herculean. Either way, though, just every little bit counts and allows for them to build up a bit more confidence. Just drowning their opponents in their own resources and utility is definitely still kind of prevalent for Full Sense. Despite
Good,
Sephiroth not quite
good
able
outlaw
to
buying this
hold
one,
the
everyone.
angle, Cruz with the bait and switch, and then back over onto B site now.
I like
Still
how
tentative though.
Zeta handle these ecos. Got a recon that lands here, and then they just set the Sage up, heavy lean. This is good as well, this camera.
I mean, you've seen already what Zeta can do with
Means at one point they can check it and see if they need to go stack A. Once he gets pushed off though, they don't need to check this cam until he gets pushed off.
on the right side of the map again. Shota tucked in the corner. You got Sugar Zero there as well. All you need is just one pick from those guys,
A
and
lot of people here.
that's when Absol can slide on in. The space will be created. Relay bot goes through. This time, Jip Boys deals with Absol. It will be a retrievable gun for someone up there. Doesn't look like have been collected though, and so Full Sense starting to filter their way through. I've got the job done here. This time, at least, they can breathe a sigh of relief. 5-on-2 is not getting pulled back by Zeta, I don't imagine.
Just a bit. Still don't want to afford to get too complacent though, so maybe not the cleanest yet, but at least Cruz does get closer towards another
Gotta
res,
set
which
Sova ult.
would definitely come in handy for Full
Surely.
Sense at some point, but this one, with all the retakes, with the way that everything was smoked off, walled off, even as Absol does try to come back in with an early flood, it's a lot of isolated fights, which Full Sense this time around were able to confidently deal with. And you kind of hope that they, if
Could
you are
definitely
rooting
time
for
out
Full
for this
Sense, you
round.
kinda
It's a
hope
big
that they
round for
would be
them.
able to put more rounds like that
You
together.
would lose this,
Grimmy
and it would go
back on
10.
an op. Zeta wants to peek down middle.
Maybe he was happy with the call here.
Maybe not be the
Free
best
pass to
ideas
mid,
with the setup that Full
walk.
Sense have got. Oh, around the corner though, Absol
God,
somehow
what is
wins the
that
duel
ding?
and doesn't get traded.
What is that
out. He
slide
very nearly gets
forwards?
2. Sephiroth tagged down, will be healed back up by Cruz.
And they're just going to go get the orb and they're going to go res, so they need to make a plan
Taken
around
by
this.
Full Sense for free here though. This contact play is working out nicely.
I think you kind of just forget the res. Oh,
They're like, surely we're not going to get this for free.
or hold on
With
to
the
it.
Might not
pressure
need
of the
but yeah,
res,
this is a
they
good time
could
to
just
walk
walk
up
into
the A
sight.
There is a wall there.
You're
should
always
imagine there's some
paranoid about
kind
the
of
flank
plan
too,
here.
just knowing that
This is
Tiles
a good call
has
from
been
Cruz, man.
compromised.
He's
So
read the
break
situation
wall,
very
try to
well.
get into A, set up closer towards the back of spawn.
I like this from Zeta. Dude, this is great, man.
And that's
This
what
is
both
the
teams are
highest
kind of
level round so
working around
far,
as well.
for
Zeta
sure.
working around their own known quantities, which is that Tiles is clear for them.
They read it
come
well.
in with
They
their
accept
res.
that it's going to be a site for a res.
Again, you gotta
As long as
remember
they
that Full
split
Sense
up
res in the back
now,
pocket
yeah,
as well.
okay.
And look at this wall as well.
Yeah.
They're planted by the very tiny corner around the site. It's something that one of the Chinese teams have done over in CN.
Super open plan, and it maybe
With
does
the
give
wall
opportunity
behind
here
it,
for Cruz
they
to
flipped
get
the
a res
site.
if There's a never mind. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about that later. Primi is going to be the important factor here now, as he does clean up Sugar Zero. Sephiroth up close and personal
It's
on
done.
the site. Kahlua goes down, so too does Sephiroth, but Primi is here, and he can get them
Oh
all!
my
Yes, Primi,
God.
Another one!
Nah,
And he's got it.
Primi.
The ace for Primi
Primi to keep
to
him alive.
Full Sense in the dream of a
It
2-0.
was fast as well.
Oh
Well, I guess second,
goodness,
third,
that is
fourth, it's
just-
also fast. Thank God he changed to the op here. I like from the op.
Speechless.
This
You
was a nice
don't
round to
get
watch though. This
see
was a
that
good round from
every
everyone.
day. But of course, if anyone is to put that together, if there's anyone to make that happen, it has to be Primi.
He might have owned him with the TP here as well, because his timing is so
Had the
fast here that
one-op shot
kind of looks they're
up
not
over by
expecting
elbow.
like right side of the
Teammates
smoke,
dying
they're
all
left.
around him, and he
Oh,
just
and the timeout here is
takes
rough
it
because it
cool,
should have maybe
calm,
been
and
the first
steady
round.
around the
Because
spike.
now they get an
Every single
eco,
individual
but they still
kill
should have
that
also won
comes
this.
through.
Well, it's enough to force a timeout from Zeta. They're starting to feel a bit bothered. As they should be. This deficit is slowly but surely creeping closer. Feels as though full sends are starting to become inevitable, which is probably what I would have said on map 1, and then we went to OT anyway. So I don't think you can really count anything out of being a possibility at the moment, but full sends are working hard to find this series victory.
Primi fans
He's got
everywhere.
his fans in the crowd, no doubt about that. He's got his fans, I think, all over the world.
For sure.
And it is 4 rounds like that one. I mean, what if Primi doesn't win that round? This map might be over. So it's by no means a clean thing from Full Sense at the moment, but they are sticking in there. Oh,
Really?
tech pause here too.
A lot of
7
processing
hours
power
tech pause for
has
the
been spent just trying to
LCQ last spot of
process a lot of these rounds, puzzling rounds.
the
where
play-ins
Full Sense
in Americas.
sometimes lose out in the 1v1s positions that they are holding and anticipating.
the
and
whole
then
game was
also
just like
processing
broken, man.
how it even comes to a point where we have a
They were just TPing around the map.
1v5 or, well,
Why was it so
1v4.
long?
Well,
I got no
before, but
idea.
might as
We
well
couldn't
have
find a
been 1v5.
fix, I
He got
guess.
all 5 kills. We'll give it to him. All right.
Oh, we're
Looks like
back?
we're getting back underway soon.
Nice.
Okay.
Which is good news, but goes back to that relevant topic we were talking about, you know, cooling off, coming in a little bit less warmed up. Now, obviously, everyone's been in the server, things have been pretty pacey, and then you take, what was that, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes of break, and maybe some shots that
Devastating
start to
round.
get
Force them
whipped
down to an eco. It's gonna get
here. Alright, like
close.
this one,
They
Zeta
got a lot of
really
ults as
capitalize
well.
on that. If
Like
there's some
really
mistakes being
here,
made by
full
Full
sense,
Sense,
knowing that it should be a
it's
very low buy.
just a full
They
pistol
should
buy that's
try
sticking
and get
now
Jit
in
Boys
there
an
for
ult.
Sugar Zero, so not a lot to work with, but these rounds have gone wrong for Full Sense in the past. We've seen it a couple times.
If this goes wrong for Full Sense again, there's just no other way around it. They are
Okay, this isn't too
throwing
bad.
some of these
And they try and
advantages,
make it
but
look
right
like they're
now,
fighting here
playing it safe and cautious.
with the veto
their way
util.
up middle.
and then
Zeta
take a
making
lot of
their way
space.
down A as well.
That'd be the perfect call to just walk your way into B.
I mean, Zeta just repeat their pistol, by the way.
Honestly, might not be the worst thing to go mid to A as well, actually. If Zeta think that they've cleared out A, they could be on their way back over to B by the time the plant's going down on A.
Oh, this is just so odd.
There's so many layers, like an ogre
An onion.
or an onion.
Okay, Killua, he's going to be the first point of contact.
Okay, well, that's good news, actually, as far as Full Sense are concerned.
Dude, they're still walking.
Even if Kahlua doesn't get a kill there, he spots that push, and you could sort of intuit from that this A site is pretty clear. We see the same sort of plant for Full Sense here. Cruz hasn't used the wall, though. It's interesting where he ends up putting that. It's a bit of a shooting gallery there for Kahlua, but too many targets is sometimes just as bad as not enough.
Okay, look at... Okay, Cruz walls off Link instead. Full Sense has to hold around the back of spawn and not just elbow in the front side.
Okay, I don't know,
Uh-oh.
like... ugh. It's a solo swing. Yeah, there might have been a paranoia coming through there from Sephiroth, but now you're playing a 3v5, and it's 2 guns retrieved for
Primi, you
Zeta.
might have to save him
This could
again.
be so doable. The time, of course, ticking away from them. They're going to have to pick that pace up, and luckily, Cruz, Primi, and Sephiroth have
Okay,
it on
okay,
lock.
it's all good.
That was scary, though.
I think I'm shaking. That
Yeah, it got
definitely
doable.
was. Down to a 3v5, 2 rifles afforded to Zeta. Thankfully, the positioning, Cruz, Sephiroth, still having cooler heads, prevailing out at the end. And they also hold on to some of their ultimates as well. So, what is this, like 10-11 now? There's still a chance to bring things back. But for Zeta as well, they are definitely feeling the extent of things. They definitely want
way
to close
too
this
many
out
odds.
soon. Go to a third map.
Zeta probably
They're running all
need
over
to
the
do
place
something
trying to
like
get some
this,
forward information, but right now it's not really
because
afforded
if
to
they
them.
sit back, they're going to get wrecked. I like
So
this from
walling
Full
off
Sense. They
B
do
main
a
for the
Omen
time
ult
being.
to create
Recon
question
doesn't
mark,
see
but they
anything
just do it
outside
next
of
to
A
them,
main
so they don't
either.
know where it is.
Paints a bit of a picture, but Will they be able to hold and stall?
A lot of delay over towards B.
Coming just in time. No, it bounced off.
Well,
Okay,
slow orbs back and forth, actually. So everyone seems to be aware of where their opponent is.
Dude, keep an eye on this.
Zeta dump a fair bit of util there, though. They drop the wall, they drop a slow
Again, they
orb,
don't want to
drop
sit
a
back and get
smoke.
wrecked over towards site, so doing something like this is strong.
It's not a bad initial pump from Full Sense. Primmy's just going to get back out to safety as well. Here comes
It's
Full
weird
Sense
for this
through
guy because now there could be a timing here. Yeah, look at him. He had to look behind.
Market aggression.
A tag or two. Kahlua actually picks up the kill onto XDLL. They need to go forward. Jitboys has now been walled off. But it's an offensive wall, actually, that allows him to cross into the B site and start to take the
Dude,
fight.
as long as they act
2-0
big
or
back a
1-4,
site,
that's enough.
this right here is
You know where that plan is
massive.
going down.
Dude,
Oh,
Primmy.
Primmy!
Oh my
He's
God.
been given a chance here by Absol. Ports back. Okay, it's all
Dude,
getting a bit
2 over
messy here.
towards
Eco
site
for
while
the
that's
double
going
by
on
the
as
way,
well.
Off camera now. It has fallen apart
Damn,
for
it
Full
really,
Sense. They
it really
had
fell
the
apart.
site.
We're here.
They've all
We've
just
been here before.
picked
2
apart.
goes at it.
I'd love to see what Eco saw because we didn't get to
1,
to
2,
catch that,
3,
but Primmy was,
4
it seemed
ults.
like in 2
No
minds
round.
as to where he should be watching, and so even if
Absol's push is so
lost, it
nice
was
here.
just
Takes a risk,
unrecoverable,
gets
and now
rewarded.
Zeta is
Huge.
on map point.
Indeed. It's one of those moments where you start to feel sometimes as you need to be the guy to support your team, and that's why you're, rather than watching the flank, more focused out towards the front, especially after some initial pressure was already sent in.
That's just
I'm
panic.
not sure,
from
yeah, the
Primmy.
TP was definitely a little bit odd, but again, it's Eco, Shota getting a lot of these opening kills as well. Cruz was forced to sit onto the spike to get the plant in, and that affords Zeta some space to get out as well onto site.
Well, here we go again. Full Sense.
What's
see if
this
they can
one?
push
Set
it through
strat,
to the
Omen,
overtime. They did it
Omen
on the
TP
last
down,
map. Can they get it to
recon.
12-12 again. Hunter's Fury.
Nice. That's
Not
the
the
spike.
biggest problem. Sugar Zero is in fact the
It's
one
a
that's
good
causing
strat.
the issue. Jitboys has the showstopper. He is going to have to rip it at some point in this round.
Dude, he might get popped
Some
by
of
the
that
guy
smoke,
close
though.
if he goes too early, yeah.
Shota
Oh my
is
God.
waiting. Here it comes. That's not quite cancelled
They'll
out. He
take
does
a
get the
trade.
1 for 1. It might not be enough. Primmy again looking to save the day here for Full Sense. The spike's been dropped though, and that is now covered off by multiple Zeta players. Could this be it?
Whoa,
Sugar
what
Zero
was
with
that?
the 1 tap. All on Kahlua.
That was
To
crazy.
try and save the day, he's been spotted out now as well. He's going to
It's
chance
great
a
timing
quick
for him to
cross,
get in
and
the
that
smoke.
is
They
a
got no
brilliant piece of
idea.
timing on his
Wait,
behalf.
they're looking.
Smoke fading though,
No
not
way, that was
favorably.
big.
13-10, Zeta
That was
will
nuts,
get
man.
it done
This
at
was
Full
nuts to
Sense.
watch.
Well,
Really, really
they are
was.
gonna be
Third map,
hating that
banger.
because they have been their own worst enemy on Sunset.
These games
Zeta
are, like, they're all
taking
over the
advantage
place.
of all
but
those
they're
opportunities
very
that were
fun.
given to them and forcing a map 3. It's going to be a big day today